What I wanted to talk about are emotions and why emotions of people are becoming increasingly important to the energy sector. I think that as human beings, we have a profound need to be good and to influence the world to make it better. And this deep need is becoming increasingly difficult to fulfill in the world that we live in. It's getting hard to be good. Politics have gone from this, which everybody understood and had these fairly understandable rules and of moral clarity, either way where you stood in politics. At least there was an understandable framework. Now we have this. This is actually what the election in Iceland looked like a couple of months ago. And with it, political discourse has dissolved. And instead of people trying to debate things, we have people shouting and arguing. And it has descended into noise and symbols. Like this. And the symbols don't have any real bearing on our lives. They don't matter. And they don't represent the coherent vision of what the world could possibly be like, as politics used to do. It's just stuff to love or hate. Mostly hate, though. And our choices don't feel like they have any meaning to politics. Our hopes and dreams are completely irrelevant in the political discourse. And we vote in elections for people not because we like them, but because we hate the other guy more. And this makes people disenfranchised from doing things, making the world better. Our jobs have a moral virtue which is, hazy, unclear. And the people that we're supposed to admire and listen to turn out to be creeps. People of God have now become an icon for being creepy. And there are creeps everywhere, in particular for the people that we were supposed to listen to, people that were meant to give us some sort of moral guidance. The stuff that we eat kills us, and personally, but it also kills the world and the future of humanity. And that doesn't change the fact that we have to go shopping every day. And people are in need of clarity. They need certainty so they can feel good about themselves and about their choices. And politics isn't delivering, the religion certainly isn't. So instead, we have baked beans. And not just any beans. These are fair trade, organic, vegan, non-GMO. These are holy beans. And eating these beans makes us better people. And it's a little bit sad, but it's actually true. This is about as close to moral certainty as we can get. And for this certainty, for this we pay a premium. The premium is paid for moral and ethical virtue, for living a good life. And because the virtuous choice is expensive, it is by definition a luxury. Now, luxury used to be bling, but bling has become a symbol of being criminal, fraud, degenerate, morally vacuous, empty. And showing off bling doesn't make you superior, it just means you're an asshole. And for large parts of the Western sort of post-religious world, the new luxury is about being morally and ethically sound. This is what modern extreme luxury looks like. So this is a house which is so much in harmony with nature that it has an actual brook running through it. And it cost obscene amounts of money because it was built in such a naturally friendly way and is financed by those tasteful Rothschilds. This is modern luxury because it shows off how ethical it is possible to be if you have a lot of money. And this is how we as consumers can now be moral. We project ourselves to others as decent people, and we actually can make a difference. 2 cans, identical. They're made from the same material, in the same factory, with the same machines. But the energy for one of them comes from hell. The other one comes from here. And it is a meaningful distinction. It's the stuff that branding is all about. And people believe that they can make a difference through their choices in the supermarket, unlike their choices in the voting booth, which make no difference whatsoever. And people are willing to pay for this privilege, which is, of course, the important part. Now, energy branding is the art of making this choice visible and possible, and giving the consumer the ability to say, I want to improve the world I live in, and I'm willing to pay for it. Thank you.